My story starts in Detroit because I was born there. Everything that I learned about life started there as a young man. My dad was a police officer, so I got to see that every single day. And my mother too worked in the school systems and the universities. We always say, like, each one teach one. I always said I didn't want to be a police officer. And as I got older and matured and actually saw what he was doing in the community, it went way past writing a ticket or locking someone up. It was almost like a safeguard for the community. As a young man in the city, I got to see every single day how valuable and fragile life is. It impacted my family very closely when we lost one of my younger cousins at the time to gun violence. One of the outlets was, I want to do something about this stuff, right? And I don't want to be cliche about it where I was like, I just want to fight crime. That really wasn't it for me. It was about the impact I saw I could have. My heart was heavy for a lot of years. So it was a very awkward season in my life trying to figure that out. I learned that service was selfless. So as a young man, I was probably 21, and I embarked on that career in law enforcement. That first couple years on the job was, I would say, just standard. But that day when I had to engage in what I would consider some extreme violence was a real life-changing thing. And I remember that. It was not something typical. We pulled up and I parked in an alley and was getting out the car to walk to the front door to just talk with the guys like we always do. And when I turned that corner, I saw what I thought, I'm talking about 30, 40 feet away, a guy run out. I saw the flames, but then I heard the shots. And I called him a flames because the type of weapon he was using was a AK-47. It's an assault rifle, high-power assault rifle. And when that's on full blast, it looks like a blowtorch. And it was on full blast.
A suspect opened fire, firing, based on the investigation, was telling us at this point, fired 10 shots from a high-powered rifle, an assault-type rifle.
And the gentleman saw me and dropped his shoulder and to swing the rifle my way, and I acted. So that individual was rushed to the hospital, and he had a bulletproof vest on. So I struck him about 3 times, twice in the vest and one in his abdomen. He went to the hospital, and of course I'm asking, is he okay? I found out that he lived through his wounds.
And I would tell you, at this point, the officers we are extremely fortunate that the officers were not hit by gunfire.
I was still so angry that this person made me do something that I never wanted to do. It made me be very conscious of the movements I was doing and how they can impact other people. It's weird now. Probably the first time I've talked about this in years, like, you don't bring it up. But that really, it was crossroads, because you could go either way. You can be extremely pessimistic about life, or you can just go, oh no, we got work to do. And for me, luckily with God, it came to me and said, we got work to do. I really was very conscious about each day could be my last. That's the crossroads. You either go to not caring at all, because caring is painful. Caring is a commitment. Caring is literally, you're carrying something. Like, I'm carrying the weight of others, the struggle of others, the pain of others. And I understand why a lot of people, majority of people in the world are awesome. It's just sometimes that weight of carrying things really pushes. So you got me thinking about what I want to do. I continued as a police officer. I had the great honor to join the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority. It got me out to Virginia. I wanted a better life for my children. At this time, I'm married with children and I have an amazing family. And I wanted to have a change of pace and outlook. So I moved out to the Northern Virginia area. I remember going into a restaurant. I wasn't in uniform. And as I was coming in, it was a single door. And a young man bumped me. I mean, bumped me. And I stopped for a minute and looked at him, and he first thing he said was like, "What?" Like, I was like, and he was like, and he almost was like, "I'm ready." And I said, "Not today or tomorrow, but I hope you have a better day." And I got two shoulders. If you you need to let it out on the other one, you know. The funny thing about it was when I came back to the airport, he worked at the airport, but he seen me in my uniform now. And I said, "I really meant that. How you doing?" And he was like, "I'm fine, I'm fine." And I was like, "Okay." And I said, "When the last time somebody asked you that?" He's like, "They don't." And he's like, "Look, man, I don't know what your angle is, but I don't need whatever you trying to give." And I said, I would argue different, but okay. And later on, it was a typical story. No dad in his life really, or have a bad relationship with them. And his particular story was he needed to forgive. 2 years later, we became, I wouldn't say friends, because I was more like a mentor. He would come to me. So I got an opportunity to see him grow up as a man at work. Ultimately, that young man joined the police department. So I see my picture here, but the first thing come to mind is everyone else's pictures and the honor I feel to be on the wall with these men and women. There is a lot of legacy here. I know I'm going to leave here, and in my occupation, it could be today. And so the legacy for my family is that Dad never gives up. On people.